What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll shield them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound. And the second is a new podcast I just launched called Chasing Infinity. Links in the description below. Check them out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, let's talk about Heloise, because with everything else going on, the new legends, Ulfga, the end of the year kind of hype and hoopla, rebellions coming to a close, we forgot that there's actually an auction promo card that is continuing to go on, which is only about 34% of the way done, maybe 35% in the next couple of hours here. And what I wanted to highlight is the simple fact that so far, Heloise has commanded 58 million DEC, meaning that we are, at this point in time, on track for 100 million. Again, things could drastically change. Interest could become, less, or people could become less interested. The bids could go down significantly, although, I got to give a shout out to Azercon for keeping the bids at or above like 1.2 million DEC every day. I think he already has like 3 or 4 cards, which is kind of crazy. But here's the thing, right? So we're at 58 million. Now, you could take out the gold foil, which is about 14 million. I don't know that we're going to have another 14 million gold foil, but, we'll see if somebody wants to pull another Cryptomancer and outbid themselves by double. But as you can see here, if I go to the bottom, we are only 34 cards in, right? The 35th card, it only has a couple of hours remaining. But here's probably the more important part. We've only gotten through 1 out of the 5 of the gold foils, right? So there's still 4 gold foils remaining. And like I said earlier, while I don't expect those to be at the, 14 million DEC level, if each of them went for 14 million, like what is the math on that? I think that's like 70 million DEC right there. That's not going to happen, right? But I can expect them to be significantly higher than 1.2, 1.3, right? Million DEC, which is what we've seen here. So we'll have to figure out, we're coming up close to the next one, and we'll see what the appetite is for it. But at this point, I would say Heloise has been probably one of the biggest, one of the biggest promo cards to come out of this thing. And when I say biggest, I'm primarily talking about like the impact on DEC, because Heloise and this whole auction thing was kind of included in the Hall of Legends, right? So they, the team had done a proposal to get 600 million DEC for the Hall of Legends. And then they were also like, yeah, and then we also want to do like an auction promo, right? So it's going to cover both. Well, I would say that, Heloise is punching way above her weight. And granted, like it is an auction draft, or sorry, not an auction draft, but an auction promo card. So it makes sense that the card is awesome. It's something that people want. They're willing to pay premium for, and the cards have their mint numbers, right? So everybody's kind of super excited about that. I would love to see more stuff like this in the future. Again, not all the time, but it has been quite effective in getting people to spend DEC and, more importantly, lock that DEC up in the DAO. When you think about it, right, each of the Hall of Legends phases has 2 cards in them. And so, again, not that they break down perfectly to 50-50, but if they did, each of those would only be doing like 50 million during the time that they're available. Granted, I think we're a little bit above or a little bit ahead of schedule, and hopefully we do get to that point where just the Hall of Legends can hit that 600 million, because then everything for Heloise and the auction would be kind of, bonus on top of that. But I have to say, this auction promo card has done spectacularly well, and we are tracking well above my initial estimates of like 50 to 60 million. Again, we still have 4 more exciting gold foil releases, right? And let me just go back here so that we can see the upcoming auctions. Yeah, so the next one is coming up, at least for me here. It's going to be in the middle of the night, right? But it'll end on December 18th, 4 a.m. for me, so just a week before Christmas for most folks. And, again, this is going to run through February. So all I'm trying to say is, if there are people who want this card, and maybe right now they don't, can't necessarily swing it. If things change in the market and Bitcoin starts to run, this is like a full 2 months away, right? Bitcoin starts to do its thing. The rest of the crypto market starts to follow. People have a little bit more capital. I can see a scenario in which maybe we start to have, or we stay above the 1 million DEC per card. That would actually be kind of crazy. And so I did not expect it to stay as long as it did. My expectation is, now my expectation is like it's going to fall off sometime after we get, past the second gold foil, or maybe after we get through 50. But I think we're all starting to see a little bit of a slowdown. We still will have that. But as we get close to the end, especially if, as I was saying earlier, the market starts to be cooperative and people are flush with cash, you never know what that could look like as people want, maybe the final gold foil or mint number 95, 90, whatever number it is that they like. But either way, we're off to a fantastic start that even if things slow down, I think we're in a good place to be able to lock up 100 million DEC. And overall, this combined with the Legends has been actually quite a fantastic, fantastic proposition for the DAO. I don't know how stuff like this will work in the future in terms of, will Conclave Arcana get a mini set, for example, versus like promo cards? Will there be another auction type of promo? I was saying that, maybe they do another auction promo for the 7th year anniversary, which, maybe make like 70 copies of a card or something like that. But again, either way, I think the proof of concept has been proven to be good. And I'm excited to see where this goes. Obviously, there's still a ton of DEC out there in the mix. I was hoping Rebellion would soak that up, but it looks like we may have to wait until Land and Conclave Arcana. But that's a topic for a separate video. Just wanted to give the highlight here on Heloise, the auction promo, and how well it is doing, and that we are on track for 100 million, which is well beyond my initial expectations. So well done to the team, and for everybody who has their Heloise. Hopefully, she is delivering you wins left and right. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.